we're doing some comic reviews. Here we go. Issue number 3 of Batman Incorporated by Grant Morrison and Yank Bequec. Batman goes and finds Gaucho, the Spanish hero, the sort of Spanish Batman, who hits people in the face with his motorcycle. By the way, that's a bad day. Anyway, the story starts out with him, the two of them, teaming up to take out this villain called Papagayo. By the way, Papagayo's parrot is probably my favorite character in the issue. I don't know, I like it. Meanwhile, they are digging around, see what's going on with this other villain and stuff, and it's cool, and, you know, it's great, and I love it. That's pretty much all I can explain. Not too much, but I can see it's building, you know, of course, to a bigger story. I will say this. I really enjoy Bequet's depiction of women. I think after 3 issues, I'm not very familiar with his work, but after 3 issues, I think he draws really sexy women. And I'm not a big fan of the Michael Turner, Jim Lee kind of depictions of women. I like this artist a lot, and I've been trying to figure out what really sets him apart from some other comic book artists. And I think his women look sturdy. Is that I don't know. Does that make any sense? They're really kind of sexy. I don't know. And of course we get this Mexican wrestler type guy in a wheelchair. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I enjoy it a lot. I'm going to give this nice solid 4 Ram chips. Birds of Prey, issue 10. Wow, 10 already. This is the conclusion of the death of Oracle. By the way, first I'm going to start off with the cover. The cover is beautiful. I think this is the best cover in the series so far. And I think it's my favorite cover out of the week's books. And of course it's by Gail Simone. And Inka Miranda is doing the art. By the way, the cover is by somebody else. Stanley Artgerm Lau. I think Artgerm is not exactly his middle name. But Artgerm does a great job. Now, the Calculator has seemingly killed, oh no, Oracle in that helicopter that we didn't really see her specifically in, but, you know, her voice came from it. So I'm sure she was flying it. Yeah, pretty much what I was expecting is that Barbara Gordon has wisely offed herself during the struggle with the Calculator. So she can basically kind of go back to where she started when she first came up with the Oracle concept, is go underground and be a real secret tool. She's become too much of a well-known commodity in the DC universe, so she's taking a step back. Great stuff. For those of you who may have been losing it after the first few issues, it's back. This is really good stuff. I recommend this entirely. 5 Ram chips. And I'm going to go to a new book. Not so much me. A few years ago, I was a big fan of Powers. And a few years ago, I think before, maybe 2 years before I started doing these YouTube videos, I stopped reading it. I figured the comic was getting a little too far from its original premise, so I dropped it. And with the news that it's going to be an FX series, I've gotten all excited about it again. I decided to dig around. And wait, what a coincidence! They're starting a new story arc. And one of the things I was worried about was I thought Dina Pilgrim was going to be killed off. And apparently she wasn't. She just retired. And she comes back in this storyline. So, hey, that's good timing for me. Of course, it's Brian Michael Bendis. And, let's see, Michael Oman. And this group of godlike superheroes, kind of in the realm of Thor and Hercules, are being killed off one by one, and our heroes are investigating. Meanwhile, Dina Pilgrim comes back in issue 7. This is issue 6. Dina Pilgrim comes back in issue 7 with a great scene. She's now a federal agent, and she doesn't miss a beat. What a great character. I'm so glad to see her back. Meanwhile, over here, her replacement is, let's see, Enki? I don't, E-N-K-I. Is that Enki? Enki? I don't know what. Never heard that name before. Enki Sunrise is the new partner to Christian Walker, and she's investigating him, which is interesting. So I'm not sure what that's about. Excellent dialogue as always. I particularly like the dialogue a lot in issue 7, with the conversation with the god that looks a lot like Alan Moore to me. And he talks about how he doesn't really care so much about the human value of time, where, let's see, what's her name? Sunset? Yeah, Sunrise, excuse me. Right, Sunrise asks why he watches TV if he doesn't, understand the concept of time. Like, when do you know your favorite shows are on? Very funny. I love this stuff. I'm back reading Powers. Thank you, FX. You don't even have to even do your TV show. I'm back. Now we got 3 books of the Avengers, and let's start off with Secret Avengers. This is the end of the Eyes of the Dragon storyline. It's by Brubaker and Deodato. Holy crap! I love watching Steve Rogers kick the crap out of everybody in this issue. Jeez, this is a badass book, I have to say. Mike Deodato's art is amazing, and Brubaker really brings this action to a head. I'm really loving this book, and I'm so glad one of the books isn't written by Brian Michael Bendis, just to give it a different flavor. And this kind of fits in with what Brubaker's done with Captain America as well. I love this. This is great. I'm going to give this strong 4 Ram chips. And, nah, fuck it. This gets 5 Ram chips. I loved it a lot. 5 Ram chips. Over here in the New Avengers, number 10, Brian Michael Bendis and Mike Deodato. Deodato is a busy bitch, I gotta tell you. We're in the middle of this 1959 story, where we see Nick Fury flashing back. Oh, by the way, Howard Chaykin is doing the flashbacks, which is kind of cool. Nick Fury's like assembling an early prototype of the Avengers team, and none other than Sabretooth is going to be in it, and Kraven the Hunter. And Dominic Fortune. If you don't know who Dominic Fortune is, you're going to enjoy it. Hopefully he'll write the character very well here. Dominic Fortune's kind of a cool, old school kind of adventurer kind of character. I first saw him as a kid in an issue of Marvel Team Up. And meanwhile, we're flashing forward in time to the Avengers having a fight with Supriya. Let's see. And what a great little action bit that is. By the way, I've never seen this character before. She's a Hydra powerhouse, apparently. And holy crap, I mean, she's kicking the shit out of everybody. This is pretty good. I'm very impressed. I'm going to give this 5 Ram chips. Also, in the Infinity Gem storyline with the Avengers, regular Avengers with no extra thing, number 10, Brian Michael Bendis, John Romita Jr., and the teams have split off to get the remaining Infinity Gems so that the Hood doesn't pick them up. And I don't think they figured out it's the Hood yet. Anyway, let's see, nice little piece here with the sea monster. And let's see, just the usual stuff. And I didn't realize the X-Men Mansion was destroyed, but it's nice that the Danger Room still works. And man, not even a big old school X-Men fan, and this kind of gets me excited. Just all the superhero-ish adventures of the X-Men kind of all combined in one little sequence. There is also some winning dialogue here from Brian Michael Bendis. A couple of my favorite exchanges are in the middle here, when Captain Marvel starts asking Spider-Man about his use of sarcasm, which is brilliant. What a great little exchange of dialogue. And also, Tony Stark reveals that he owns Area 51 now, which is quite funny. This is great. This is an excellent book. All the 3 Avengers books this past month have been really good. I'm going to give this 5 Ram chips. Avengers is good to jump on right now. I recommend them. And I decided to give Iron Man a shot. I picked up this issue, Invincible Iron Man, issue 105. Excuse me, my dyslexia. issue 501, written by Matt Fraction, and LaRocca is doing the art. Let's see, we begin in a, let's see, Technology of the Future Symposium in Arlington, Virginia, a few years ago, where Tony Stark and Dr. Octavius, yes, Dr. Octopus, were both attending, and they get to in a little bit of a competition with each other. Now, in the story, it's revealed that they were both competing for military contracts, and of course, Octavius wins that because, well, he's more of a dick and is more willing to use weaponry in ways that Tony Stark is not. And he, of course, views that as a weakness. And meanwhile, we're using that as a framing sequence because in the present, Octavius comes to Tony and tells him he's dying and that he can cure him. Of course, you know, not exactly in a big hurry to cure Dr. Octopus. So he kidnaps a friend of his and basically says, "Hey, he's gonna get very dead if you don't help." Nice little piece. I'm gonna check this out and see if I'm interested. I've been hearing some great things about Matt Fraction's work on Iron Man, and I've been very curious about picking it up for the last few months. And so, well, I kind of gave in. So let's see what we got. I'm gonna give this a nice strong 4 Ram chips. I liked it very much. I think that's gonna about do it. So push the button, Lindsay.